The nation of trip, man. Yo, shout out to everybody here in the building, whether you're watching on Hammers.House, DOX ENT, or Wasted Talent, Raider Nation Unlimited, which Wasted to be here in a few minutes, you guys. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you wipe them feet. Subscribe to all three of our channels. We appreciate you guys. I got a lot to talk about because I know some new developments just transpired. I know Twitter's going through a frenzy, Instagram frenzy. I got some interesting takes, little bro, on what's transpiring, man. But before we get there, what's good with little bro, man?
I'm still kind of in shock, but I'm not surprised. I really wish that this would have been done after the Rams game. But you know what? It is what it is. Like I said on my show before, I understand it. They're protecting an asset right now. That asset is worth $33 million.
Yes.
We do not know. Everybody's already on this shit that he's gone. 49 days. I said it on your show. I'm saying it. I said it on mine. 49 days. February 15th is Judgment Day. We will know if we're moving forward with or without Derek Carr. So everybody pump the brakes right now for the time being.
But I have to say this. Shout out to Primos. You guys, let's just say that report that came out was correct, which I think it is, because I know a lot of people lip mark that he don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. Look, man, these owners, this is their money, you guys. This is their money. Like, he's the one that pays Josh McDaniels' bills. He's the one that pays David Ziegler's bills. He is the one that pays Derek Carr's bills. And let me tell you something. If something ends up being bad for business, Mark Davis will make that call. So if he did decide on telling these guys, in which the report was that Zieg and Josh McDaniels were pretty close to saying, let DC play the last two games and then we'll go from there. And Mark came out and said, no. Bench him, put Stidham in there. Let me say this. Once again, for those who are trying to kill Mark Davis on the internet, this is Mark Davis's franchise. This is what happens when you own a business. You do what is best for business. You don't think with your heart, you think with your brain. Period, point blank, the end. Derek Carr is not going to help this team sell tickets at this point. It's 9 seasons. We've lost a lot of football games. It is what it is. And at some point, you have to choose the coaching staff over the quarterback. And after 9 seasons, guess what happened? The man chose the coaching staff in the front office. He's going with these guys. So guess what I'm going to do, Nation? I am going to go with the coaching staff and the general manager and the guys moving forward. That's what I got to say about Mark Davis. If it's hitting him in his pockets, he's going to say, whoa, 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 this shit don't make any sense. Sit his ass. Because at this point, I think that everybody is sick of this shit, whether it's DC's fault, whether he's the scapegoat or not. Someone is always going to be the scapegoat, right? Before is, look, Gruden got let go because of some other shit. But, you know, Del Rio was let go. All these other guys were let go. Well, guess what? Mark is on some real certified gangster shit right now. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm done with this shit. Get rid of DC. If that's what happened. And I'm here for it. I love it. And I fuck with Mark Davis with that. Now I have to go to this point right here because I want your take on this as well and Wasted what he pulls up. Devontae Adams said that he is there because of Derek Carr. For those who didn't see the interview, he said, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Let me say this, you guys. There was a different tone sung when he first came over. It was the weather. It was, I want to be closer to my family on the West Coast. It was, I want my grandparents to be able to see a game. It was, I was tired of, the snow and blah, right? If you look, he is doing exactly what he's supposed to do, you guys. This is his best friend. He is saying everything right. He is frustrated that his best friend is frustrated and hurting right now. So he is making sure that he has his best friend's back. Let me tell you something right now. If we let go of Adams, that's like a 17.9 cap hit. And let me tell you something else that's just, it's not easy, you guys. There's not, teams can't just absorb Derek Carr and Davante Adams contracts like it's this. That doesn't happen. Thirdly, let me please go to my wife right now after 1 year of living in Green Bay forever. Say, you know what, babe, I want to move to New York where Hammer and Wasted are because they're there. Let me uproot my wife and kids to New York because my brothers, Hammer and Wasted, are there. Does this make any fucking sense at all? You guys have to think, man. Think with your fucking brains. He said what he said in that because he was trying to back his friend up. There's no way Davante Adams goes to his wife after investing in a big ass house, family right there in EPA, a few hours, west in California, an hour flight, to say, I'm following Derek Carr, a guy that's never won a championship, to Tampa Bay, to Indianapolis, to DC, to one of these places where it fucking snows at. What? What the fuck are we talking about?
Graph, realistically, if you told wifey that you were moving to New York, she'd be like, all right, cool.
No, but bro, look, it just has to make sense, right? It has to make sense. Like it's just, do you know what that conversation would detail? Like entail? Like I couldn't even imagine going to this. Guess what? What do you think about moving up to New York because Wasted and Hammer up there? That's crazy. Davante is venting his frustration out, you guys. It's one season. It is one fucking season. Yes, his best friend is on the way out. And shit happens. I'm a Sacramento Kings fan. I watched DeMarcus Cousins' brother, blood brother, not just brother, like he calls him his brother, his blood brother, become a King and get cut like that. I watched Giannis and his brothers. They go through this shit in and out of. This happens. It happens. It's a business. I'm going to be honest with you. If we have a wide receiver right now that decided on leaving because Derek Carr was gone, then get the fuck out of here. Please. Please, please, please. If you will leave this franchise that you grew up loving and idolizing because Derek fucking Carr is leaving and you felt he wasn't treated the right way on the way out, get the fuck out of here. Go. And I love Davante Adams. I love him to death. I am so happy this man is a Raider. I hope he retires a Raider. But if he decides on leaving, uprooting his fucking family to one of these states that probably snows, the only place that would make sense would be the Niners because Davante is from that area. They cannot absorb Davante Adams and Derek Carr's contracts. That was the only place. That's not going to happen.
Where is he going? He's locked in. So many people in the chat, so many people from the nation earlier. Oh, Davante is going to leave. How the fuck is he going anywhere if he's locked in for the next 3 years? Is he going to fucking start screaming from the mountaintops saying fucking trade me? Then we better get a first and a second round pick too. But he's not going anywhere. He's locked in here for the next 3 years, guys.
Yes. And if somehow, some way he magically leaves, you guys, if he really came to Vegas and left a all-pro guy like Aaron Rodgers to go play with Derek Carr and then he follows him around the league, that's not the type of guy that I want here anyway. I'm sorry. If you leave an all-pro quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, it really came down to, I really only went there because of Derek Carr, and then he leaves and you demand a trade as well, then get the fuck out of here, bro. And you are not the guy that I thought you were at all. Simple and plain.
Wait. Where? Miguel.
I can see y'all. Hit them thumbs up.
Miguel, what snake shit? They fucking made this contract as clear as day with the way they can get out of this contract with DC. And again, nobody Yes, he's benched. Nobody is saying that he's gone right now. He is still a Raider. You guys have to understand that. There's still a lot of time. Again, you have these three options. You restructure, you see if he's willing to waive the no trade clause, or you flat out cut him. But that's what it is. Everybody's getting ahead of themselves already. This shit has been out for what? 8 hours, 9 hours? Already. Bro. Oh, buy Carr, da-da-da-da. Stop.
I'm sorry, bro. If there's a guy that I played with in college that I met in college and became a friend with, and I got a chance to play with the Raiders, the team I grew up idolizing and loving, I'm not leaving at all for him. I wouldn't leave for a motherfucker that I grew up with since I was 4 years old. Like, if I'm going to play in the NFL, I want to play for the Raiders. Like, if that's the team that you grew up idolizing and loving, that's where I want to be. So, and he got the bag. Like, so it doesn't make any sense, you guys. Please tell me a team right now that's going to have to afford the luxury to say, let me just take on Derek Carr and Devontae. Do you think Devontae is going to take a pay cut after trying to get all that money to go play for Derek Carr in another state?
Look, he was the highest paid receiver in the league for about a week, 2 weeks, and then Tyreek Hill got his bag. But look, he's getting his bag in Vegas. He's not going anywhere. I don't see that happening. That was a team growing up. Same situation. If I was in that situation, I'm fucking staying. I grew up a Raider fan.
Yeah.
I'm fucking going to play for the Raiders and retire. Fuck that.
Exactly. Shout out to Daniel, man. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Shout out to Maul as well. If your boy gets fired from a job, y'all both, would you leave? No. Adams tells his wife and kids we're moving again because they're, come on, bro. Like, make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, make that shit make sense. Imagine me walking in the house. Hey, babe, you know, DC got got benched and it's looking like they're going to cut him or trade him. Just make sure to pack up. I think we're going to be going somewhere else. Does that shit make any fucking sense at all?
Nope.
Especially with the quarterback that's never won anything. I don't get it, bro. Shout out to Josh, man. I heard Adam said he went to Vegas because of family. The thing is this, there was multiple. It was family, it was weather, it was to be closer to home. It was because it was the team he grew up loving, and it was Derek Carr. It was a piece of it. Yes, he's going to say everything right with the camera in his face when his best friend just got cut or benched. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Y'all are a trip. People on Twitter be killing me. Instagram, y'all be wilding. That's why I hate fucking social media, and I need to stay away from it. Shout out to Rube. No, TB12 has never played good without a top defense and OL. We have too many holes in this roster. Tampa was the perfect scenario for him. We aren't. Hey, Rube, let me ask you this. What was Tampa's record the year before Tom went over there? Can I ask you that? Weren't they like 8-8, somewhere around there? They had Winston, right? 8-8. Let me tell you something, Rube. That is fucking false. If you have a guy like Tom Brady that's going to Vegas, people follow you. People followed him to Tampa. Players took pay cuts to stay. That's what happens when you have the GOAT on your team. People will follow Tom Brady. It is what it is. 45-year-old, 23-year-old, 47-year-old, 63-year-old Tom Brady. It doesn't matter. The talent will come.
Fucking Gronk followed him, man. And now the reports out there, him coming out of retirement again. Like, come on.
Yeah, bro. Like, that shit is crazy. And I've said this multiple times, you guys. This year, Tom's O-line is worse than Tampa Bay, and I think they're 7-8 on their way to a playoff berth. Yes, their division sucks. I get it, but it is what it is. You play who you play in the NFL. It is what the fuck it is. By period, point blank. Ain't no game easy. You see it. We got blown out by the New Orleans, lost by 3 to the Chiefs. Make that shit make sense. It's any given Sunday in the NFL. I'm sorry, but what the fuck are y'all talking about? Shit's crazy, man. Wow. Seeing these car stands saying he's the best. Bro, Larry, it's crazy. Look, bro, at the end of the day, maybe number 3, maybe number 4. I don't know, but nowhere near number 1. Yes, he has all the stats, all the empty stats. Congratulations, DC. I love you for it. You know what I mean? You went out there and put up a lot of yardage. You went, great. Congratulations. But no, there's the Plunkets of the world and the Snakes of the world. There's no fucking way, man. The Rich Gannons of the world. I don't understand it. I don't. Yes, that Raiders fan, this is facts. A lot of missing players out there in Tampa, and Tom still has 4,100 passing yards. I think he's first in attempts. Like their run game is shit. Everybody's dropping the damn ball out there in Tampa Bay, and he's still going out there and performing. Yes, he's not the same.
and Tampa is a possible destination for Josh Jacobs. There's an article that was out today of 3 teams that he can end up with: the Bucks, the Bills, and the Eagles. She'll see.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think it'd be Philly, but I think with this move, I think that Josh stays.
I hope so. I fucking hope so.
Yeah, I don't think Josh goes anywhere. Shout out to Sultan, man. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to your boy, man. If you guys want to become a member, man, the link is pinned up top. Definitely one of the best ways to support the channel. Yeah, everybody's gonna blame Josh McDaniels. It is what it is, man. And look, yes, he's the head coach, but you know what's funny? You guys gave this man 9 years, so allow Josh McDaniels another year, please. You guys allowed DC the luxury of having 9 years to try and turn it around. Give Josh McDaniels another shot too. How about that? If you guys give him 9, all I ask from you guys is just let Josh get 2. How about that?
You know what? Let me ask you a question, big bro. Do you think Josh McDaniels is using Derek Carr as a scapegoat for this season?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to. Bro, the GM is your guy. You guys have all the power in the world. You don't have to use Derek Carr for shit. And if it's true that Mark Davis came out and said, no, he has to go, then it ain't even on them. It's on the owner. So look, there's no scapegoat here. How do you call it a scapegoat when a guy ain't done shit? Like I just 3 Pro Bowls. Congratulations. You made it to the All-Star game. And what else? Carr fans are the reason I can't stand dude. This is facts, Andrew. I swear to God, man, I was a fan of Derek Carr until all these dudes came out and just fucked it up for me. I like Derek Carr. I do. I like him as a human being, and I think he's a good football player. But it's the guys that makes him act like he does nothing wrong that makes me just not like this dude. You know what I mean? Like that's sad. It really is. That's sad.
Those are the ones that are in the toxic relationship. They get the shit kicked out of them over and over and over again, but I love them, and they keep going back.
Emmanuel is a talking head, Primos. He says whatever he can to do to get clicks and whatever the fuck he can to get them notifications going. The man said something along the lines of Derek Carr has won without Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels has not won without Derek Carr. Make that shit make sense. Make it make sense.
A terrible drug.
Make it make sense. Derek Carr has 2 winning seasons in 9 of them. But also the thing that kills me about him is a lot of people say he led his team last year to the playoffs, which I agree, because I say the quarterbacks play a huge part in there, right? But the problem is this: when we lose, it's not his fault.
Nope.
It's not his fault. But when we get to the playoffs, oh, he led his team. That's the shit that kills me with this fucking fan base. It's insane to me. Shout out to Twos. No on Brady, by the way. Can Hammer put his hat back on? He looks like a monk.
I'm in my pajamas, man. Fuck you.
Yo, shout out to my dog Twos. Shout out to Alexander. We're rebuilding again. No, we're not. Gonna lose a lot of players.
It's the second time I've seen somebody say that. This is not a rebuild.
No, bro. Josh only has 1 more year. Like, Mark is not gonna sit around and watch this guy do this again. There's no rebuild here. I appreciate you on the donation, King, but that's not gonna happen. It's not. Shout out to Idep. It's funny how people will give a million excuses for Carr, but with Brady, they just say he sucks now. Laugh out loud. Take Brady next year for sure. There you go. Talk that shit, Adept. Come on, man. Shout out to AD, man. Y'all remember Josh Jacobs' face when they mentioned Tom coming to LV? Yes. I'm just saying, bro, is probably relieved that DC is gone. Probably Waller too. I know for a fact Waller's excited that DC's on the way out.
Yeah, Waller's not going anywhere, though, guys. Waller's not going anywhere. The front office, Josh McDaniels, they're high on him. Waller's not going anywhere.
No. That's look. He even said, you watch his presser, unbothered, unbothered.
Look, we had the reports out there last year that Carr and Waller were having issues. We tried to put that shit to bed real quick because a lot of people were fucking up in arms about that shit. But hey. Maybe this shit was true. Yeah, that's what it is.
This shit is just crazy. Raider Nation, do me a favor. Go back and watch a show that I did last year, bro. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to rehash this shit. Go back and watch. Just type in on my channel, Darren Waller, Derek Carr. That's all I'm going to say. Let me see. Shout out to Mondo in the building.
Fuck.
Shout out to TNOA. I appreciate what Carr has done, and I supported him, but it's time to move on. He's underperformed, and we need to change.
There you go.
I mean, there's nothing.
Damn. They want Uncle Rico. Okay.
Hey, I'm going to say this. If Josh McDaniels is willing to put his job on the line for a Gardner Minshew?
McDaniels wouldn't last the whole season.
I am trying to tell you guys, I don't think there's any way possible that Mark Davis and Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler have not talked to Tom Brady behind the scenes, and a conversation has already been had. I'm sorry. There's not too many options in free agency. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, come on, man. What's good, bro?
Yes.
Have you been watching the show, big bro?
Yes, I have. I've been riding, listening to Carr, you ranting and raving. Hammer, you look like Friar Tuck. Everything is going. Fucking, this has been a terrific and most splendiferous night. You know why? Because I don't have to deal with the delusional mother effers that Carr brings with him. And that was a great point that you made, bro. I hate the fan base for this fucking guy. Like, you got people really sitting up there say that Tom Brady, even though he's old, right? This guy is just the greatest quarterback of all time. Like, and you guys would rather hold on to the most mid of mid quarterbacks? Like, this dude is mid, bro. This, like, listen, Carr's a good guy, great guy, but I don't need a great guy being that quarterback. I hope Psycho Tom comes and breaks the fucking clipboard over Josh McDaniels' head next year when he's calling.
I hope he brings a razor out from Mark Davis's hairpiece. Like I want somebody that's gonna stand up to every single fucking person. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I want him to slap the fucking cereal bowl off of Mark Davis's head when he's getting his hair cut and say, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I wanted him to pour actual cereal on top of that motherfucker, and just
Tom Brady, because he can do it.
And just pull out a spoon.
Can do it.
And pull out a spoon and be like, Mark Davis, this is what we doing. Like,
Tom Brady, and listen, even if it's not Tom, I really don't care, bro. My thing has always been, I'm not okay with mediocrity. I'm not all right with that. No. Strive for greatness. No matter how you do it, keep striving for it, though. Yeah. When you keep a guy that has not won in a fucking decade, bro, that shows me that you're really not trying to win. I don't want to hear this commitment to excellence. It's a commitment to mediocrity. And the reason why we had so much quarterback turnover when Al was alive is because Al would run you out of his fucking organization like a scalded dog if you weren't winning. And that's the shit we need to bring back. I want to see somebody come in here with a tennis racket like Jim Cornette.
Yes, corny. Talk that shit.
Yo, listen, and break it over somebody's head if they're not winning. I love this shit.
Brandon, DC is not a true, he's a true Raider. Yes. I thought you said a true leader. I'll take that. I'll take that. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Gil, man. Finally, someone making sense. I love Carr as a person, but it's time to move on. I don't like Brady, but if he can help us win a Super Bowl, I'll take it. None of us like Tom Brady either, bro. I'll tell you right now, I grew up hating, and rest in paradise to Kobe Bryant. I hated Kobe Bryant. I hated him for what they did to my Kings in 2002. But guess what happened? In 2023, if they said Kobe wants to be a king, I'd have been like, bring him over. Just like I did with Jerry Rice. Hated the Niners, grew up hating Jerry Rice. When he was a Raider, I loved him.
Listen,
doesn't matter.
I hate Michael Jordan with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Yes.
I hate Michael Jordan. But if Michael Jordan would have been a New York Knick, I would have spontaneously combusted.
Yeah.
I would have been so happy to see number 23 come and instead of destroying us, win us a championship.
Because we all know, Luka put up 60 plus and 21 rebounds and 10 assists on him last night.
Bitch ass up, yo. Why you gotta bring that shit up, yo?
I'm just saying, shout out to Daniel, man. Appreciate you becoming a member of the channel, man. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. We all have memberships on our channels, you guys. Make sure you support and subscribe to all 3 channels.
Yo, we was getting along too, bro. You fucking shit up.
Shout out to Polly. Tay needs a hand on the next QB pick. But bro, this is the thing, Polly. We're gonna draft one, definitely, and he doesn't need his hand in anything. If Brady is coming, there's no need to talk. What is there to talk about? You get the greatest quarterback of all time. I think Devontae will be okay with that. Shout out to Junior, man. People have been saying this and that, but Carr hasn't been the same since going into the bye week last year. We haven't seen that DC since then. This is facts. Facts. But DC hasn't been what we thought he was going to be ever. After 2016, he never returned to that guy that we thought he was once going to be. Ever. Jesse, listen, if the choice is Carr or Brady, I choose Brady. With that being said, DC deserves better than being benched with 2 games left still not. No, he doesn't, Jesse.
No, we don't.
Let me say this. In his contract, and we all know the stipulation now, right? If he gets hurt in the next 2 games, he is guaranteed to be the Raiders starter next year, and that money is guaranteed. And then you owe him $7.5 million. The problem with us Raider fans is we're always so pissed about salary cap ramifications, and we don't have enough money to do this and do that. So y'all would rather salary cap, put us in salary cap hell potentially to keep this guy around just because. There's no fucking reason. These 2 games mean nothing. Bench him. Don't put up any chances of fucking a business. Mark Davis is a businessman. This man turned his business around in the past few years. I think he doubled what the hell we were worth in a year or so. Shout out to Mark Davis and the maturation of his business. I got to say that.
I love Mark Davis. And you know why? Because he'll take the road less traveled. A lot of people buried him for dead when we didn't get a new stadium, right? What did he do? He went to a market that nobody thought was possible, and he made chicken shit into chicken salad.
Yep.
And he's doing it once
You almost
again.
fucked that analogy up, but the way you flipped it was beautiful.
Yo, see why? See now that's strike 2, man. You fucking up, man.
Hey, the Paul's Olympics are coming, so I'm trying to set you up for something, bro.
You're an asshole. I had it. Damn it, Graf. No, but on the real, yo. Like, I love what he's doing, bro. Sometimes you got to be like Michael Corleone, and you got to do what business dictates. By them putting Carr in bubble wrap, there's no possible chance that he gets a fucking guaranteed contract, and it doesn't put us in the salary cap hell. They got to move on, bro. The guy gave him a decade. I mean, how long do you want to give him? And I'm not beating the Carr thing to death no more. He's gone. Fuck him. Yeah. But what I will say is this fan base, bro, I love this fan base, man. This is a great fan base. But it's almost like Shallow Hal with this fan base, bro. Like, you ever see the movie Shallow Hal when he's looking at a bunch of fat bitches and he got hypnotized and he thinks that they look like supermodels? I believe that some of you motherfuckers have been hypnotized and you think you're looking at a Hall of Fame quarterback when you're really looking at motherfucking Steve DeBerg. He's not that good. It's time to seek better. I'm done with it. Sorry.
Shout out to the Raider. And that was a great analogy, big bro. I have to say this. I seen something earlier on Twitter. It was Tom Brady, some type of documentary or some shit. And he basically said, the system is there for you pretty much, right? But it's up to us to make the play. If my wide receiver is not open, I have to throw him open. I have to find a way to get him open. That's the way that Hall of Fame, first ballot quarterbacks, GOATs talk. You know what I'm saying? Not if the play didn't work. Like, I have to make it work. It's up to me to make the play work. That's the type of fucking quarterback that I want. That's what I want. A guy that's going to be like, look, it's on me. I got to make this shit happen. Yeah, the guy has won Super Bowls now in 2 different places. I don't care if you talk about defenses and all the other shit. The man won 7 rings in 2 spots. That's crazy, man. That's not easy to do.
And the longevity as well. Like, look, they fucking put safety precautions in the league for quarterbacks because of Tom Brady. Let's be realistic here. And dude is fucking going on 46 years old and still fucking playing. Come on.
The autumn win is a Raider, definitely, Aris. Shout out to Sin. Brady owes us one since the tuck. Let him come over and make it right. Talk! It's the perfect
and why the fuck do people make the tuck rule like it's Brady's fault? It's the referee's fault. It's the league's fault. Like, Tom Brady just was the recipient of that good fortune. You know what I mean? I'm not defending Brady because I fucking can't stand him, right? But if he's a Raider, I'll accept him. I've accepted a lot worse, bro. Yes. Really.
Yeah. We accepted... Oh, man, I don't even want to go through the list of names that we've accepted, but it is what it is. Shout out to Nino. Fellas, I've supported you and backed you up. I'm a Carr guy that's been a Raider fan 35 years, but to hate Carr fans, no. We don't hate Carr fans. We hate Carr stands. Look, Nino, I respect you. You've been around for many moons with us for supporting us. We definitely support you. I'm actually a Carr fan. I think he's a good guy. I think he's a good football player. That doesn't mean I'm a super fan, a stan of him. I think he's cool. There's nothing wrong with being a fan, but there has to be a point where you're like, okay, man, like something has to fucking give. I understand the defense, the O-line, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, one thing like this can be a switch. One thing can be a switch. If you bring in Brady, you bring in a guy like that can bring other guys with him. Talent follows. Next thing you know, one full draft and this defense can be on par to be one of the top 5, top 10 defenses in the league.
Even free agency, bro. Devin White, if you listening, come to the dark side, bro.
Look, we wanted you from the beginning.
Yeah.
We wanted you instead of Klee, high stakes Farrell.
Yeah.
We
Fuck
wanted
Farrell.
you. Come on home, my brother. Yo, listen. We can sit up here, we can get angry, we can spin our wheels, but what we can't say is that this has been a successful situation here. No matter who the coach has been, right? It hasn't been successful. You have to seek for success, man. And the fact that people are willing to jettison a coach who hasn't gotten a full season, to me, is delusion at its finest. I am not saying that fucking Josh McDaniels is Vince Lombardi. He is not Bill Walsh. He's not Kyle Shanahan at this point. But we got to see whether he can be that. Yeah. Every coach doesn't start off successful, bro. Like Bill Parcells almost got fired.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick was mid in his first go around. He was mid his first season with the Patriots. What was he, 500 or below? Right below by 500, right? When he took over for Pete Carroll. Guys, stop setting the bar too low. Everybody's like, well, we made the playoffs and we got knocked out in the first round. Who fucking cares? We played an extra game last year.
And not even that. We lost in a terrible fashion where our quarterback threw it at the 1 to 2 yard line, knowing you needed a TD to tie the game to go into overtime. Like, think about it. The 2 biggest plays, I can't even say 2 biggest at this point, but the 2 lasting impressions, the Cincinnati game and now Pittsburgh, a pick. Like, it's time for something new, you guys. Shout out to Graham Cam. That's facts, bro. This is facts. Graham with a fucking haymaker. Daniel, our future is brighter today than it was yesterday. This is facts, Daniel. Facts. I'm looking forward to the change. Shout out to Jay, man. I'm not sure if I'm all in on bringing Brady without knowing we got a young guy with upside. Jay, Brady doesn't come in without drafting a young guy. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean,
unless
5 years old.
Unless Stidham balls out these next 2 games and does some outstanding shit, then you could bring in Brady and have him help groom Jared Stidham, I guess. I don't know. But
No.
Hammers is the future, okay?
No, because if Brady comes here, if Stidham does his thing the next 2 weeks and Brady comes here and Stidham's here, Brady's right away going to be like, get him the fuck out of here because he doesn't want to have another fucking backup quarterback like he did with Garoppolo and Brissett. That he's in fear the dude is going to run his spot. Regardless of how old he is right now.
This is the greatest quarterback of all time. That ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, and at this point, he knows he's on his way out anyway. You know what I mean? But I agree in a sense, though, little bro. I'll say this. The plan to me is you go get Brady, you go get a young guy, and you groom him for a year or 2. That's it. Like,
oh, shit. We are being called Tom Brady hoes and groupies now.
Hey, I'll be that. Fuck it.
Wow. That is terrible. Why?
I'll be that. Never. Hey, you know what's funny? I never thought that I would ever say that, but I'm here for it.
Wow. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You know who I'm a groupie of? The motherfucker who comes here and wins the Super Bowl. If he can do that, I'm his groupie.
Yep.
I'm nobody's groupie. I hate everyone equally, you motherfuckers. But I'm going to tell you something. If somebody could come here and just win me a fucking playoff game, I will be so fucking juiced and happy, I won't know what to fucking do with myself. But what I am not is going to be a stan or a groupie for some motherfucker who keeps losing year after year after year.
Hey, you know what? Let's say this. I know one guy that'll be out there going rooting for him and trying to bring him in. The guy that happened to. I promise you, Charles Woodson right now would be all for bringing in Tom Brady to turn this shit around.
You fucking hug him the second he walks foot in the headquarters.
And he's the one that got the call on him. It wasn't, just like our Raider for Life said, it wasn't Brady's fault. It definitely was the refs. Simple and plain.
Bro, it doesn't have to be Brady. I'm just glad that we're moving on and we're seeking something different, bro. Yeah. It don't have to be Tom Brady. It could be Jordan Love. And I know people are going to be like, oh, he sucks. Bro, the guy we got right now is not getting it done. If you can watch that Pittsburgh game and tell me that you were happy with the way that man plays, bro, I got a fucking polka dot pony to sell you right now. The guy was not fucking playing well, bro. He's not playing well. How many times did how many fucking late interceptions do you guys got to see? How many fucking, I love the man, but I hate the sin. Oh, it's on me. Fuck you!
I'm telling y'all are the ones in the abusive relationship.
I love the loss, but I hate the win. Fuck
that.
you.
Yeah,
And all
man.
of you motherfuckers who are saying, oh, I don't hate Derek Carr fans who are rational. I hate motherfuckers who are so delusional that this guy can shit in his hand and clap, as Hammer would say, and you guys will look at it like it's ice cream. Fuck you.
Oh, there's
Be
definitely
realistic.
there's definitely a
There's
few.
some people that think that Derek Carr created light and sound. He turned water to wine at Thanksgiving. Get the fuck out of here, bro. The dude is not playing well. It is time to move on. And if he goes somewhere and plays well, I'm not gonna root for him because I don't want anybody to leave here and do better than they were here. I'm sorry. That's just me. I'm a jerk off like that.
I get it. I am too, though. Facts.
But you know what? If he goes somewhere else and he does, I ain't gonna hate it. I'll be like, yo, congratulations to that man. But I want results. I want better fucking execution.
Top Beast, this is facts, bro. This is facts. Brady, Adam stays, Jacob stays, Waller. I don't think Waller. I think this team. No, they're in love. They're in love with Darren Waller. They're in love with Darren Waller. Merrick, he'll be around. He's still on a rookie contract. It's cheap. See what you got there for another year. Gronk talked about returning. Yes, Gronk will probably follow Tom Brady. Draft Richardson, Anthony Richardson out of Florida. Draft defense, we're back in business. Shout out to my brother Top Beast for the 20-piece, man. Special. Facts, though. Facts, bro. Like, there is other things that we can do, you guys, to right this ship and get this shit right. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Almost 900 in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Whatever channel y'all are watching this on, subscribe to all 3 channels, man, please. And if you guys want to become members, hit the join button on there as well. I know Waste is on his way to being 6K. And I mean, Andy's on his way to 7, right? Hammer's on his way to 5. Let's get our brothers up there. Run them numbers up, man. And let's do this for our guys, man. Run them numbers up, man. Hit them subs. Shout out to Jesse. I'd love a Brady Hooker combo. Imagine that Hooker jersey in LB. Mark will be printing money. And look, and apparently, you guys, you know, Mark wrote off on bringing in Gronk and Brady. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm cool with that. I signed off on that." But Gruden was the one that changed his tone, at last minute. I guess apparently these guys were looking for real estate and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? And then I guess now Tom Brady bought a home next door to Mark Wahlberg or some shit in Vegas. I don't know. Somebody said that, and then I seen it also on Twitter. I could be wrong, but I know that.
Wow.
Look, man, this can be very real. I'm not saying that Brady's going to be our quarterback next year. He may retire. He may say, "Fuck this shit. I'm done."
John Cena going to move into that fucking neighborhood.
You imagine fucking Mark Wahlberg being at Raider games. Yeah, so you're a Raider fan, huh? Say hi to your mother for me.
No. Hey, Mark Wahlberg will be at Raider games with a half Patriots, half Raiders jersey.
Yep.
He loves the Patriots, bro.
Look, if we get Brady, Mark Wahlberg will be on the 50 at halftime, bringing back Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Watch.
Hey, I'm with all of it. Bro. Bring all the motherfuckers. Bring everybody out. Look, look, Mark Davis is in the business, you guys, of selling tickets, selling merch, selling advertisement. Like this guy is no longer in Oakland where we can just go to a piece of shit stadium where it smells like piss and you got Pepsi paper cups holding up the fucking floods in the bathroom. This is no longer that. Mark Davis has to have star power to sell a star city like Las Vegas. And it's nothing like bringing in the greatest football player of all time. I bet you the Wizards made a lot of money with Michael Jordan being over there in 45. I don't give a shit if he was on his way out. Who cares?
Whoa. You just said the greatest football player of all time or the greatest quarterback of all time?
Greatest football player.
You are out of your fucking mind.
No, I'm not.
You are outside of your mind, bro.
I mean, I won 7 rings.
Man, I don't give a shit.
End of discussion.
Fucking quarterback. No, it's not end of discussion. This guy is
end of fucking discussion.
So he's greater than fucking Walter Payton and Jerry Rice and all these guys. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yes,
shit, bro.
Yes.
Tom Brady is a quarterback who was fortunate that nobody can hit his ass no more. If he could get hit, he still wouldn't be playing. They would have T-bone slammed him. He'd been out of the league 10 years ago. I don't want to hear that, bro. He is nowhere near the greatest fucking football player.
Who would have thought the day Derek Carr got benched, me and Wasted were no longer going to be cool again? That's crazy. See how it works? That shit is insane, man. That shit.
Hey, man. Hey.
Look, I hate to say it, but Tom Brady, man, just the jewelry, the shit that he's done in this league. Look, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, he's the greatest. Jerry Rice, if you want to say he had everything around him, great. Jerry Rice had everything around him too. You know what I mean? Like, let's just keep this shit a buck. The only guy that I know, my favorite running back of all time that didn't have shit around him and he made something out of nothing was Barry Sanders. You know what I mean? But hey,
Walter Payton ain't have a whole lot around him either, bro. You know what I'm saying? For most of his career, you know, the 85 Bears team, that was one time. But for the most part, in the 70s and the early 80s, Walter Payton didn't have a lot around him at all. And when you look at a lot of Walter Payton's runs, he was running motherfuckers over with no fucking line. Bro, you talk about Jim Brown, bro. You talking about, what about, you go back pre-Super Bowl, Otto Graham, what, he win like 10 championships?
I ain't as old as you, bro. I don't know nothing about that shit.
Bro, listen, bro. When I gotta get the senior citizen blue light special at fucking Denny's, you will be right there with me. Right there with me. If I'm losing my bottom,
your bitch ass will be right there with me. It's okay.
Listen. You gonna be, I'm gonna be missing my top teeth. You gonna be missing your bottom teeth.
Yeah,
don't try to act like you some fucking spring chicken, Graf.
I'm already missing a lot of them motherfuckers already at 38. So, real quick, let me say this. What do you guys feel about, and I want the chat to chime in on this as well. Shout out to everybody in the building. How do y'all feel about Derek Carr not being at practice anymore? He has been allowed to stay home. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to be a distraction. Is this more about his feelings, his being hurt, his pride, his ego? Or is this him just really saying, I'm going to sit back. I want Stidham to get every chance he can to go out there and do. Like me personally, I think Derek Carr should be out there on the sideline rooting on his team. I think he should be out there practice with Stidham every step of the way. How do y'all feel about this? Once again, I feel like another thing that Derek Carr does that just kills me. It's like, dude, you're benched. You have not been cut. Go out there with your teammates and help them out. Because either way, we're such a fickle franchise that if Stidham goes out there and throws a pick, we're going to have fans in the bleachers screaming for Derek Carr. It's just going to happen. It is what it is. If he's there or he's not there, it just is what it is. But how do y'all feel about this, man?
I feel like Derek Carr is I don't feel like he's practicing what he preached. You know,
Hammer's gonna twerk for Brady real quick too.
Yo, Derek Carr was the same guy who said, you know, people need to show up and people need to practice a certain way and people need to have, you know, a certain level of accountability. Where's your level of accountability? You watch people hold the clipboard for you for a decade. When to be honest with you, bro, they never gave you any real competition for your job ever. They never brought anybody to compete with this dude, bro. I've never seen no shit like this in my life. The great Joe Montana even had Steve Young breathing out his neck his whole fucking career. Brett Favre had Aaron Rodgers breathing down his neck.
Yes.
You know, give me a fucking break, bro.
Yeah. The best quarterback he had behind him was Mariota.
Yes. Give me a fucking break, bro. Yeah. And you can't come and sit there on the sideline. Whatever you do is a distraction at this point, bro. It is what it is till it ain't. Sit your punk ass on that sideline and help Stidham out and be in his ear and be a good teammate, bro. I've watched Tony Romo, right? Who, to be honest with you, kind of has similar trajectory to his career as Derek Carr. Support Dak Prescott and was a man about it. Had a press conference, said, yo, this is a meritocracy. And he supported Dak Prescott and he went off into the sunset. I could be wrong about that because I don't really know a lot about the boys. But look, man, Derek Carr, to me, that's a weak-ass move.
It is. How you feel about that, Hammer?
I think it's a little fucked up. You still a part of this team?
Yeah.
Like Wasa said, like, yo, dude, you're not cut. I've been saying that shit. You're not cut yet. For you to fucking not be there and not cheering on your teammates, not helping out the backup quarterback, maybe you see something from the sideline, you could fucking tell them, make this adjustment, like, the fuck are we doing? Did you ask for that? Did you ask for that? Yeah. Like, you're gonna go spend, this is gonna sound fucked up and I really don't care if I get eviscerated for this, but you want to spend your Sundays at church now instead of on the field with your teammates? Fuck are we doing?
Hey, he'll make more money in that in that, you know, in that. But we ain't gonna go that route. Shout out to Joe, man. Yeah, most out of pocket. Yeah, exactly. And I seen that tweet. I seen a tweet of something of that variety that Carr is a greater Raider than John Madden.
You're fucking high.
And what's crazy was the guy wasn't even a troll. He was dead ass just a fan. I went to his page regularly. I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy.
You had people crying today because of this shit.
Using their tears as lube.
You know what? Hey, Josh, I have to say this, all right? I'm going off of jewelry alone. That's what I'm going off of. Tom Brady's won a lot. He's won more than anybody. I definitely understand the Walter Payton discussion, even though I'm a Barry Sanders guy. I think he's better than Walter Payton. Jerry Rice is probably the best football player. of all time. Dion is my favorite corner. Him and Charles Woodson. But I go with the jury. I go with the guys that have won the most, that have done the most, and that's where I'm at with it.
So is Charles Haley the best defensive end of all time?
Hey,
see, all right. So Charles, by that metric, Charles Haley's better than Reggie White then.
But we're not having that conversation of best player of all time, though.
Yeah,
that's
but
different.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's different. With that discussion, we could say that Robert Horry is better than Steph. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
Bro, you can never put a quarterback at the top of the mountaintop with all of the great athletes that's been in this league.
Okay,
let's way too much of the credit and not too much of the blame, yo. You know what I mean?
Agree to disagree, but I agree with you that Walter Payton is one of the greatest football players of all time, and I agree Jerry Rice is as well. Look, Lawrence Taylor as well, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I can't put Tom Brady better than LT.
Oh, how do you not put Emmitt Smith in that conversation?
He's not.
I hate Emmitt Smith, but he's
a great one, but he's not even I think Emmitt Smith is right. He might be fifth or outside of the top five in running backs of all time. I got Barry over him. I got Walter over him. I got Jim Brown over him.
Brown definitely. Maybe Eric Dickerson.
Let's not read.
I got Eric Dickerson
Brown
over
conversation again.
Shout out to the 900 plus people in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet to all three channels. Type 1 if y'all think Carr is a scrub.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh, yo, Top Beast has some fire. Excuse my language, but Carr backing out like he did was a bitch move, which will erode his trade value from other teams. I actually think nobody will want to pick him up as a result. Top Beats, I don't think so, bro. I think that a lot of teams can. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yes.
So
somebody be desperate enough to still like don't get me wrong. Desperation is there's going to be a team out there that might still throw it first, like in Indianapolis.
Wasted is so old. He was tending to the camels when Moses was on the mountaintop. You're damn right. You're damn right. I was listen, man. I was back in the days. I was there with the Pharaohs as well. And that's why I can tell y'all that Derek Carr's ass, because I've been around many moons and many centuries.
There you go. Shout out to Raider Sal also, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, if Jonathan calling up the Packers front office, yeah, I fucked up. Man, those guys are struggling. Yeah, they won 5 in a row, but they're still on the outside looking in. I mean, let's just be real. You know, yeah, Devontae fucked up. If you came to Vegas for Derek Carr, yeah, I think you definitely fucked up. Do we know for sure Carr wasn't forced off the sideline? You know what? I can say this, Prince. It could be. I think that it was documented that or reported that both sides agreed to it, that they both thought it was the right thing to do. You know what I mean? But as the quarterback and as a captain of this team, DC could definitely say to him, "No, I want to be there for my team. I want to ride this out until I can't anymore." Period, bro. Like if he went up to Josh McDaniels and said, "I want to be on the sideline for my team. I want to be at practice," he's not going to turn that down, man. The guy at least earned that to go out, you know what I mean, with his teammates. So, you know, I don't know.
Look, man, I look at what goes on, what we've been seeing. There's a lot of dysmorphia here. There's a lot of things where people, and we're going to read this real quick. I just want to say this real quick. There's a lot of people conflating things. And they're mixing things, and they're not looking at things from a balanced standpoint. And you got some people that come here and they get on a religious tangent, right? And they say, well, this, that, and the third. And listen, we you know, I'm a God-fearing man. We're all God-fearing men up here, right?
Yes,
the thing about it is that God in a game, I think that is laughable to think that God cares about the game of football. You know what I mean? This is a man-made game played by men. So let's not elevate this to the level of spirituality here. This is about football and money, things that are man-made that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things, guys. Let's stop doing this shit.
Yeah. We signed Albert Lewis, Gannon, Lyle Alzado. Davis would jump at the chance to sign Brady. It's the Raider way. It's our history. This is facts. Shout out to Raider War Report. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Ruben as well. What is our biggest holes for next season, and how would you guys recommend fixing them? Linebacker, definitely, Rube. That is a position that we got to fix immediately.
Roquan Smith.
Like
your
your life
depended on it.
depended on
I
it.
don't think that Baltimore is just going to let him walk like that. There's no way they traded that. Got rid of some. What they give up, like a fourth or a fifth or some shit.
They give a third for him.
Third.
Oh yeah, third. I'm tripping. A third.
D tackle most definitely.
Yeah, and that was we were disagreeing about the third round pick.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
because I said I would have gave up a second. I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
For Roquan?
Yeah.
Third easy.
DT edge. I mean, look, you pretty much said it right there, Rule. I mean, that's really all the spots that we need help at. Defensive tackle, LB, edge. We need another edge now. Chandler's getting up there in age. Who's to say he doesn't retire this offseason?
We need depth at the cornerback position. Realistically, Rock Yassin will not be back. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Anthony Averett. Amik.
Oh, he's out of there. He's gone.
Amik needs at least another 6-7 inches in height. Nate obviously is not going anywhere because I'm looking at him and Max as the cornerstones moving forward, but we'll see.
Yeah. Shout out to It's Your Boy Manny. I see that Ron just listed his Miami home on the market. Ron? Who is that? It's your boy. You said Ron?
he said that Ron has just Ron who? Ron Burgundy?
I know, right? I don't know who that is. Hey, let me know in the chat, Manny.
Ready, Ron?
I don't know who that is. If I was him, I would leave too. I wouldn't want the attention of reporters asking the same. Bro, it's not about that, Teo. You thug it out. You've dealt with these reporters on your ass, the Josh DeBose of the world, YouTubers, all kind of shit. Like, no, you thug it out for 2 more weeks. I don't want to hear that shit.
You know what? Look at it from this standpoint. Obviously, he was not in the facility today. The injury report had it as non-injury related rest.
Yes.
Every Wednesday, we get the weekly presser from him and Tay. We didn't get that shit. So I thinking about this now, I think they sent him home. I think they sent him home.
Well, hey, if we did that, it's a wrap. Like
Derek, sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
No, that's really Mark saying. That's really Mark saying. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like we moving on.
Yep.
And so it is what it is. Look, you guys. At the end of the day, man, we have to at least all agree on this. Okay, let's just say this. We had a quarterback around for the past 9 seasons that gave us enough hope to think that we can get it done, and we just didn't do that. So I get why some people are upset. Like, damn, man. Like, I seen some tweets today along the lines of, this guy, he gave us stability. What kind of stability? That's not I said this to Wasted on the phone. Stability is the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. Stability is the New England Patriots organization. If Derek Carr provided us with stability, that's not the kind of stability I want. Then I seen other tweets along the lines of Carr has kept us in games, at least, even when we lost. That's not good enough. And not even that. We can go back just to this year against New Orleans. We weren't in that game. We got smoked by an inferior team.
Fuck that. Look at the the last 6 drives that we had on offense on Saturday night. Punt, interception, punt, interception. 9 interceptions in 5 weeks, 7 in the last 3. Come on, man.
Yeah. You know what? Raider Report, you're right. Because me and Wasted were pretty much talking about 2 different things. I was talking about impact. You were talking about talent. Tom Brady's not the most talented player of all time at all. Like, I would even challenge that he's not even a top 10 most talented player.
He's not even the most talented quarterback.
Yeah, there's too many.
Dan Marino just every day in and day out as far as throwing the football. I ain't never seen nobody throw the ball like Marino.
Gio, that's the problem, bro. You would assume that we lost the first ballot Hall of Famer today. I don't see it. I get that, these days it's tough, man, because we hold this team really dearly, right? And that's one guy that really rolled for this team. It just wasn't enough. You know what I mean? So I understand, like, even me, I'm going to be real with you. You guys, consider me a Derek Carr hater, consider Wasted. Even I woke up like, wow, it's real now. Like, fuck. Like, for a split second, I was like, oh. And then a second after, I'm like, motherfucker, let's go live and talk that shit.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I pray and I hope that you didn't say, oh. If you said,
it was like, oh, man, this shit real.
Oh, come on.
And then it was, oh, it's real. Let's go.
But all jokes to the side, right? Like when Derek Carr was drafted, right? And I said this before.
Yeah.
He was like the one, bro. Like, we were like, yo, man, you see the pictures of him and his brothers when his uncle played for the Raiders. You know what I mean? You see him righting all the wrongs for his number one pick brother. It was like a movie, bro. Then he comes in Seattle in the third preseason game and he fucking beats the Seattle Seahawks right after their little Super Bowl run, and they were a competitive team at that time. And we're like, man, we got something. He running around, juking and jiving, throwing touchdowns. He comes to Giant Stadium. I'm there against the Jets. Throws a touchdown to Raj Streeter, man. Keeps us in the game. We hadn't seen that level of quarterback play in a long time. I said, oh, shit, I think I leaned over to my boy, my boy Matt. I said, bro, we got something, bro. Like, yo, he going to be the one. We all thought he was the one, and that's why it's disappointing, bro, because it's like seeing a movie that starts off really good and really, really bad and really, really poorly. And I will always forever give DC respect for his professionalism, right? Until today, right? Because I don't like the way he's going out. And I don't know if the organization told him to stay home. If they did, I apologize.
If they did, then I totally
then I apologize, and I
was talking on my ass. Yeah, I agree.
But if he made that decision, then I don't like it. Yeah. And I'm going to be real with you. The one thing Derek has brought is a level of professionalism that I'll never forget, and I'll always give him his credit and respect for. Definitely. Because, look, we don't have no Baker Mayfield bullshit or Jamarcus Russell bullshit. But at the end of the day, professionalism and him being a good guy just is not enough to maintain a job for 10 years. If you're going to maintain a job for 10 years, you got to do a hell of a lot of winning, bro.
And that's the thing. People look at he never got in any trouble on the off season, never got any trouble, period. God-fearing man, like we look at everything off the field and we include that into his performance on the field. I still sometimes go back to that 2016 game and I watched that Tampa Bay game in overtime. Like that's one of my favorite games as a Raider fan in my 38 years of being alive, being able to witness, like him throwing, I think he threw for like 500 yards that game, like huge game, like huge 400, 500 yards. Like, I love going back. At that point, I was like, you know what? Shout out to Bobby, too. Shout out to everybody with the supers. We appreciate you guys. And for ones who not shooting at me, that we love y'all and appreciate y'all, too. 915 deep in the chat right now. We appreciate you guys. But you hit it on the head right there, big bro. Like real talk. Like, the professionalism is bar none unmatched. You know what I mean? And I'm always going to love him for that, but it's not enough. We want to win football games. We're not in the business of idolizing someone for what they do off the field and how they, you know what I mean? Like, I don't idolize any of these motherfuckers anyway. I'm just saying, but I want someone that's going to perform on the field. And I feel like I want a quarterback now that players want to play for. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of always a hit or miss thing with DC. You always heard people laugh about him. And then you heard people say, nah, we love Derek Carr. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a mixed bag, like all the time with him. I want guys that want to come in and be like, look, man, I want to play for this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just that time to do that, man. Shout out to Raider Roar Report. Carr played great first halves and second half and second halves. I challenge anyone to find 3 games Carr dominated for 4 quarters.
None.
Hey, Graf, do me a favor, man. You control the chat, right?
Yeah.
Scroll down to Joseph Tenario for me, please.
Okay, real quick. Shout out to John. It's not to be trusted. I knew John was gonna come with some fuckery too. Shout out to John. And shout out to Willie. We're gonna trade Derek Carr for Zach Wilson. That's not
please don't.
Now, shout out to Crew Joe as well, my brother. I appreciate you. Now, what am I looking for, bro?
Joseph Tenario. He just called. I don't know if he's calling me a hoe or one of us a hoe about.
We're not gonna put that.
Look. I need to listen. This is the one thing about me. We could talk about football all day long, and I take a lot of bullshit. I see a lot of bullshit. I do not tolerate disrespect. If you motherfuckers are not willing to come to me in my face when you see me at a game and call me a hoe, don't do it in the chat, bro. And I'm fucking sure that it's very few. I've never had a motherfucker disrespect me in my face in my life, bro. In my life. So all of that fucking hoe shit, listen. Tom Brady, he is what he is. I'm not a huge fan. He's better than Derek Carr. And he's a guy that you could sell to the fan base because he's the greatest quarterback of all time. But that's one of the only guys that's going to get this fan base off of the schneid and be like, okay, let's move on. That's why I'm in favor of it. But, yo, when it comes to all of that shit, bro, you can kick rocks, bro. Nobody needs your fucking comments. Nobody needs your little view. You can suck my dick, bro. Don't come in here disrespecting. That's it. And that goes for every fucking body.
The one thing I seen, he said, what up, wasted? I didn't see that, though. Shout out to Sultan. In regards to him sitting out, also shout out to everybody else, man. It's we appreciate you guys. sitting out the rest of the games. It's been his tendencies that when he goes down, he comes back in record time after one play, so he don't get showed up. Ego. That's facts, though. I remember Marcus Mariota came in, split second, start making some waves. DC jumped right back into the mix. So I hear you. So this is factory. Shout out to Raider War Report once again. We all had high hopes for Carr. I thought he would take the West from Rivers. He let Mahomes and Herbert surpass him. Shout out to Raider War Report. This is factory. Shout out to my boy Kruger in the building too. I know he's a Niner fan right here. I think, yeah, shout out to Fitted. I think Krug. Is this Krug? I know I'll be live tomorrow with the Niners content creator breaking down this game. I don't think it was my guy Krug though. But shout out to Crew. Shout out to Crew Joe once again, man. We appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm all over the place because this chat is moving like a motherfucker. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I can't see it. All right. Shout out to everybody here in the building. He said, how come doesn't show up anymore? We're not gonna mention that guy. Let me see. Shout out to Alex Docs. What did you, bro? I don't even follow Darren Carr. I've never said nothing to him. I've never jumped in any of his comment sections and said anything about him. That man blocked me on Twitter. I have no idea. He must have just seen my tweets up and down the timeline or something. The algorithm must have caught up with him. I've never talked to him at all. Charlie, Cody is ready to fight. I just got off the phone with Cody. Cody is ready to beat some ass. Let me just say that. Shout out to Cody, man. Shout out to my dog. Out. Let me see. Oh, I don't, Jersey boy. I said I did it because I don't know what I really did. It was a joke. It was a joke. I didn't do anything. But you know why I said I did it? The running joke is that everybody gets blocked by Derek Carr, Darren Carr, and all those guys, right? David Carr. That's the running joke in the nation, that everybody gets blocked by them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I did, but I got blocked by them. So I don't know. That's why I said I did it. So yeah. Let me see. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man.
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy, bro? With the Carr family, when people talk about Derek Carr coming to New York, how could that even happen? The New York media is fucking ferocious. It's ferocious. Like it's the worst. It's the worst because it's systematic. It's not the same as Philadelphia where you got people just screaming, ranting, rape. It's shit that has no basis. The New York media will systematically break you down. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. If you can't take the tiny bit of smoke you get from Raider fans, don't bring your ass to New York, bro. Please don't do it to yourself.
The media,
they ran Eli Manning out of town, bro. He won 2 Super Bowls, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, and they ran him out of town like a dog.
Yep.
Please don't come here, bro.
The media, the fan base, they will castrate Derek Carr if he comes to either the Giants or the Jets. Don't even think about it. I remember he's got a no trade waive clause, so he ain't going here. He ain't coming here at all.
Yeah, I think if it is anywhere, I think it's Indianapolis, maybe. But no, they're kind of they don't have a head coach.
It could be Indy, it could be Tampa, it could be New Orleans, it could be Houston.
Nah, look, Derek Carr wants to get back at motherfuckers. He don't want to go somewhere and look even worse.
Think he's gonna go to LA because Stafford might be done.
Nah, he ain't done. The Stafford will come back. Look, at the end of the day, man, he'll go somewhere that makes sense for him.
Tampa is shit.
Yeah, crime won't work in New York. That's facts. That's facts. I could see Seattle. Pete Carroll may say, you know what, bring him up here if they let Geno walk.
Why?
I mean, their O-line is in disarray like every year.
Yeah, hell no.
Bro, I don't understand why. Like, see, this is the difference between the Stafford situation. Like, you had a team that was literally a quarterback away from winning the Super Bowl, that had been to a Super Bowl with a number 1 pick quarterback. The only way you can justify moving on from this number 1 pick is bringing in somebody who's another number 1 pick is a little bit better, right? Yeah. That's not the scenario out there. Him leaving here, he probably will go to a team that might be less talented than this one. So we've already seen that he can't elevate teams without the right mixture of players, right? Yeah. Why would you go out there and give up draft capital for him to be mediocre again? Yeah, these NFL, you can't hide from these GMs. The only team I can really, really see trading for Carr because I think that his skill set lines up best with that team as the Indianapolis Colts because they have their offensive line hasn't been good this year, but they have a lot of talent on the offensive line, right?
But they need a coach.
Yeah, they need a coach. But see, the thing about Derek is he allows and that's if he grows a pair and goes.
This is another thing we're not realizing, you guys. My bad, wasted. But I have to say this before I forget.
Yeah, thank you for cutting me off again. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
I know. I'm a horrible fucking person. Derek Carr's, if he goes somewhere else again, you guys, he's going to be in another first year system once again. And that he struggled mightily with his first year in new systems. So remember that. I see everybody saying Derek Carr's going to go somewhere and pick motherfuckers apart. He has struggled every time he's gotten a new system in the first year. So I don't see Derek Carr going anywhere and just balling out completely MVP type DC in his first year. This is another scheme that he has to learn. You know what I mean? New Orleans is one.
I got something for you.
Okay.
There's a man who does not have a job in the NFL right now. There's a man who has been his coach that has loved Derek Carr. Derek Carr has loved this man but hated his sins. What do you think about the Indianapolis Colts hiring the great and powerful Chucky?
Oh my
It's
God.
not going to happen. This guy is suing the NFL.
He needs to be going after the fucking Commanders.
The Colts would be fucking insane. They're just going to set themselves back another fucking 10 years bringing in Gruden. Look, I think they're going to look. Sean Payton is sitting around licking his chops trying to see where he's going to go. He's hoping that the Chargers get kicked out in the wild card so they can move on from their bitch ass coach. And maybe Sean Payton already says, I got everything I need in play.
They were actually talking about that earlier today about Sean Payton potentially even going to Denver.
Yeah.
But they're also saying that like he probably already has a list in mind. And if his like top comes up, he'll probably be like, all right, I'll go there.
John, I agree. I think that he's going to retire. Polly, I seen it. Let me say this. He hit like on Green Bay beating whoever the fuck they just beat.
The Dolphins.
Yes, you have to realize this, man. That is still his former teammates. He wants to see Green Bay win. He talks to A-Rod every week. A lot of those guys are really good friends with him. There's nothing wrong with hitting like on your former team's victory. Like these guys are still human beings. They still have friends in this shit. You know what I mean? So Devontae's last like means nothing. If Wasted leaves and goes to fucking the Vancouver fucking Gamecocks, like I'm just like I know. Here comes Gru. I'm going to see him score a touchdown to win the game. I'm going to hit like. Why wouldn't I? Like it's good to see my former teammate do something that's winning.
Bro, I couldn't look you in the eye when you just said cock on live on air again.
Hey man, it's South Carolina, bro. hey, you can't pause that, bro. That's a real name.
Yep.
South Carolina cock. Disgusted right now.
Y'all hit them thumbs up if you're not subscribed to all three channels yet. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to DOX ENT, subscribe to Hammers.House, and also subscribe to Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent on YouTube. We appreciate y'all, man. Look, we're an hour in, but we still have 930 people in the chat. And on my end, I know we got more on y'all's too, so I don't want to leave yet. Let's talk some Raiders football.
I got 25 people. It's like, I got a lot more than that.
I don't have anybody in my
No, I got a lot. I got a couple hundred people in here too, man.
Go read at what Tay recently liked on Twitter. We just talked about that, Drips.
I think 16. We can cut my shit.
Yeah, I think that was the like that he hit on the Green Bay situation, which, like I said before, those are his former teammates. Why not? Why, like, you know what I mean? I would hit like too. Raider Kid, yes, he said that because his man's is going through the motions.
Yeah, bro, like people gotta understand something. What do you want Devontae Adams to do? Give a standing ovation?
Oh,
and
it's
be
not
like,
that one?
Get out of here, bitch. never liked you anyway, bitch. Like, what you want him to do, bro? Like, he's gotta play the game. But you know, Devontae Adams was probably in his house walking past that Taco Bell he has in his living room.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
I love this.
Uh-oh.
It just proves us fucking right. He got generational money and is able to play close to home. I think this is still a win for him. Devontae hit like on that.
So there goes the whole Devontae Adams. This is not Madden football.
There you go.
This ain't Madden, bro. This is real life. So he's going to take his kids out of school. He's going to piss his wife off. He's going to leave his family behind. He's going to throw a shitload of money away. And he's not going to play for his childhood team in a tax-free state that can set him up for generations. His grandkids can eat off of this. For fucking Derek Carr, give me a fucking break. And see, that level of delusion is what I want out of the nation. That is delusion right there, bro. It's delusion.
The fuck?
Well, that should let y'all know right now. He's not leaving because DC's leaving. Like, I mean, I knew already from off the dribble. Like, that didn't make any sense anyway. But Gio, thoughts on people saying to retire number 4? Fuck no.
Hell no.
No, you didn't retire 24. You didn't retire 81. You didn't retire any of those greats. There's no fucking way you retire.
Well, fuck out of
come on.
here, bro.
Yeah.
81.
There. Get the fuck out
The
of here.
Raiders don't retire numbers, bro. 32. Shit.
That shit is crazy, man. But there you go. There you have it right there, you guys. This was my argument when I came on the show to say that is a shout out. Let me give bro his flowers to the dude that said it. Shout out to T Money on Twitter. He got generational money and is able to play close to home. I think this is still a win for him. That's what he hit like on. Devontae is not going anywhere, you guys.
Bro, I got a brother. I love my brother. Let me tell you something, man.
Wait,
if
what?
I had $30 million or whatever Devontae I got waiting for him, I got it all fucked up. I'm not leaving millions of dollars on the table because my brother's not on the team. I'd be upset. We'd have to have a talk about it. But guess what? My ass would still be playing for that money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the long and the my actual brother. Same mother, same father.
Yeah. It's real shit. I mean, look, man. I seen Owen Hart get killed in the ring and Bret Hart returned to WWF. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like, hey, business is fickle. Business is tricky. That's all I'm gonna say.
You are a terrible guy, bro.
Did Bret Hart return to WWF?
Oh my god.
Did he return to WWF?
Shit.
Did he?
Yes. God damn, man.
So hey, how am I
Not
wrong?
Owen Hart, bro.
How am I wrong? I'm not. Look, Owen, he died in the ring. Rest in paradise to Owen, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He passed away in the ring. And Bret Hart returned and went to the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Somebody's clipping that shit. That's the.
What's the problem? Well, what the fuck did I say that was wrong?
It's not that it's wrong. It's just. God damn, that's just wow.
How? But what the fuck? I see. Maybe I'm not seeing what the fuck y'all seeing right now.
Damn, yo. Oh my, rest in peace, Owen Hart. Bro.
Like on that note,
Bro said I need a life coach. I definitely need a life coach. But what the fuck did I say wrong? I don't even know what I said wrong. It's facts. That shit is facts.
everybody's saying the same thing in the chat. It's all facts. It's just like,
Yeah.
of all analogies, all comparisons, like what the fuck?
I mean, we might have went a little
Hold on.
dark and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said cancel docs.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, guys, man, I want to come in here and talk real quick, man. Listen, I've been a supporter of Graphic Raider. It's been a fucking great Raider, man. Seen him at games in Oakland. It's a fucking luxurious beard, him and Hammer. Very luxurious. But today I'm saying to cancel Graphic Raider. I fucking love Owen Hart, man. I mean, what's next? You're going to make fun of the Ultimate Warrior dying the day after he goes into the WWE Hall of Fame, man?
That was just some strange shit.
I mean, come on, Greg.
Bro, y'all tweaking right now, bro. Trying to figure out what the fuck was said wrong. That shit was all facts.
Hey, it was facts, man, but it hurts, man. Let me tell you something. It just hurts, man. It hurts more than a fucking sharpshooter in the middle of the ring, man. So I'm saying it today for everybody who's down with Coach Gruden, man. We're going to cancel Graphic Raider for about an hour or two, man. It's about that time, man.
Derek, we are not. For everybody that's putting this name in the chat right now, Lamar Jackson is not coming to Las Vegas. For $300 million, we're not spending that type of money on a fucking player that's got plenty of miles on him already. Lamar Jackson is not coming to Vegas. Get it out of your heads. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Hammer.
It'd be funny to watch Lamar Jackson try to learn this system. That shit would be fucking comedy.
God,
They already said it's like learning Mandarin. He's going to be fucking trying to write hieroglyphics. Fuck out of here.
Lamar Jackson should get a fucking Jerry curl and come here, man. That'd be fucking awesome, man. You imagine that, man? He fucking running
But
around.
I catch flat. Gruden can say that's some racial shit like that. I say Owen Hart, Bret Hart, and I'm getting cooked. Man,
No.
I hate y'all motherfuckers, man.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait, fucking, hey, the Jerry curl.
I seen that in your email, Gru. That was in the email.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, man. I had a Jerry curl back in the day, man. That fucking curly kid. I love fucking Easy E, man. What are you talking about?
Oh shit, bro, you fucking stupid. Dana White, Nick Daniels, the writings on the wall. Tommy Boy's going to Vegas. Matt, talk that shit. No, there's no fucking way that Mac Jones is coming to Las Vegas. No, fucking no. I'll tell you one thing. I promise you. I watched Josh McDaniels all last season. They still got to the playoffs with Mac Jones in year one with a rookie. Got him to the Pro Bowl too. Didn't deserve it, but he was there. He had to change his whole system around in order to make sure that this guy didn't turn the ball over insanely. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he had a lot of turnovers last year.
Didn't McDaniels change the offense for Cam Newton when Cam Newton was in New England?
Yes, bro. Short, intermediate passes. You know what I mean? Like Josh McDaniels, that's why I don't think he gets enough credit from a lot of. He's had quarterbacks that he's had to do a lot of different things with and still got results out of. Don't get me wrong. Cam and them had like a 500 season. They didn't go to the playoffs, but Mac Jones went to the playoffs last season.
Yeah, man, I've been giving women short, intermediate penis for years, man. Hey, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, man. Let me tell you something. You know how you give a woman 12 inches and make it hurt? You fuck her 4 times and punch her in the back of the head.
Oh, we definitely getting canceled today. Hey, yo. What the fuck? Gruden is on a rampage right now.
Oh, man. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm going to go, get out of here, man. Let you guys do what you're doing. But hey, Graphic, man, you're a terrible guy. Hammer, you're a terrible guy, man.
Oh, I know I am.
And hey, man, I can't stand that fucking guy wasted. He can't ever look me in the face. Every time I come on the screen, this fucking guy gets off the screen. Fuck that guy. So you guys have a wonderful fucking night. Go fuck yourselves, man.
Oh, man. Hey, Black Sunday. Hey, man, look, I said at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the show, this is Mark Davis's show. This is his shit. He can do whatever he wants. He's the one that gets hit in the pockets when Derek Carr doesn't perform. He's the one that is going to have problems selling tickets. Look, imagine this, you guys. Let me be real with y'all. Let's just keep this shit a buck. If you bring Tom Brady in next year, do you think you're going to have half opposing fans, half Raider fans?
Nope.
I rest my case. It's going to be sickening on Sunday with that Niner fan base. It's going to be sickening. It's going to look like a whole bunch of bloods sitting around that whole stadium, bro.
Yo, if anybody's interested for the final game, which you're probably not, but I got tickets, $1,000 each, 30-yard line, Raider sideline. If y'all are interested, hit me up.
Shout out to Bobby V. Shout out to Garrett, man. Trading Carr is nearly impossible at this point. I don't agree with that, but shout out to Garrett. We can't risk having him on the roster when the league year opens 3 days. That's facts, though. After the Super Bowl, money will be fully guaranteed.
February 15th, yo. February 15th. 49 days.
Cut him. It's going to be the Valentine's Day gift of a lifetime. Honey, I'm like, I didn't get you anything for Valentine's Day, but we cut Derek Carr, baby.
Fucking stupid. Shout out to Garrett. Hey, you might be onto something, my brother. Shout out to Raider War Report. Feel like we won the Super Bowl. Number 1 pick, $100 million under the cap today. Talk that shit, War Report. Saved a lot of money, man. Saved a lot of money today. And I think that Mark Davis isn't in the business of just giving it away. Shout out to J. Paul. You guys think McDaniels and Ziegler are a package deal, or we could keep Ziegler and fire McDaniels if next year sucks as well? I think it's a package deal, but I think I do. I think that, bro, they went to high school and shit together. Didn't they go to high school together?
Have we not seen New Jack City? Friends is friends.
Oh, you know what? No. You know what? I can't even say that. How am I fight with the whole Derek Carr and Devontae? You're right.
See? $1 million a week business. Reduce the fucking rubbles.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And to be real with you, Zeke has a family. He got to pay his bills. Daniels does too. And to be real with you, I think McDaniels and Zeke have that kind of relationship where they'll look at each other and say, if it doesn't work, I'm not going to take it personal if you got to get rid of me, or you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We're gonna get this bag, we're gonna get this money, we're gonna run it up. It's a play at the end of the day, man. It's a play. I seen that shit, Graham. I don't agree with what Timmy's saying right now. That's my favorite player of all time. Basically, Timmy, right here, you guys just tweeted out at Raiders. I don't know the background of this at Derek Carr QB fiasco that's playing out today, but if it's anywhere close to what's being reported, Josh must be trying to get fired. No matter what you think of his play this year, he deserves better than this. I'm sure there are vet QBs in the league tonight going, yeah, that's how I would like to be treated. Again, I hope what I'm hearing is not correct. Look, man, there's one veteran that you can bring in that don't give a fuck because he's on the way out anyway. And his name is Tom Brady. so
you're keeping that motherfucker over me.
Over me? Yeah. So I mean, look, are we saying that Derek Carr has been treated unfairly because of the play on the field or because of who the man is?
Play on the field. I don't think he's being treated unfairly. Like, dude, you haven't done shit in 9 years. Look, you got the 3 Pro Bowls. Congratulations. You made it to 1 playoff game, didn't get the win.
And ain't this the same franchise that gave this man 2 $100 million contracts?
Mm-hmm.
Made him the richest quarterback in 2016?
Mm-hmm.
For like a week or two, but still.
Either way, Devontae was the richest for 30 minutes, and then fucking Tyreek Hill happened. So I know, but that's a part of the game, right? I don't think he's being treated unfairly at all. The man got drafted by us. We gave him 9 years. Any other team would have traded this man. Any other team would have got rid of him at some point. I think we're the only team that would have kept DC around this goddamn long. Let's just be real.
Look, bro, you don't know how this shit all went down. Think about it. Maybe like a couple days ago, he went to go swipe in to go to meetings. He had his playbook under his arm. He's like, "Wait, my shit's not working."
Oh shit!
You have been disconnected from the radio organization.
Now, if that happened, definitely been mistreated. But and Timmy is very close to the franchise, to the organization. He still goes to all the events, so maybe he knows something that we don't know.
They be like, "Yo, bro, you can't get no lunch, bro."
Yeah,
you can't get no lunch, no more.
Chopping the third pass in the Super Bowl. Hey man, Tim Brown could do no wrong in my eyes. I was mad at him though for a little bit at the alumni party until Hammer fixed that. Hammer ran and got me like, "Come here, bro. Fuck that," and everything was fixed in 2 seconds.
Oh, for those that don't know the full story, I also made him my bitch. He took my phone to take a picture of me and Durham and Ashley.
Hey, that shit was comedy. Hammer definitely did that. He said, "Here, take a picture." I was like, "Holy shit, did Hammer
bro,
fucking
bro." He did the Eddie Murphy and shit. He was like, "Let me some juju bees. Let me." Hey, Timmy's gonna pay for it.
Hey, King 510. You know what's so crazy, bro? Look, at this point, I would say this. As a man, how do you come back? Like, as a man, right? And I know there's 32 million reasons why, 35 million reasons why. But as a man, being benched for Jarrett Stidham with 2 games left and still technically still in the hunt to get into the playoffs.
Bro, we're on life support to get into the playoffs. Yeah. Come on.
Bro, we don't even have to play to get eliminated. And that's the thing people don't realize. So the thing about it is that we could be saying, "Oh, we still can go to the playoffs," and then fucking somebody wins or loses or draws or whatever, and then we're eliminated. Yeah. That's the position that we're in. And to be quite honest with you, man, that's not a way that an organization wants to go into the playoffs. Like on a wing and a prayer every year. You want to be a team where before the season starts, we got a playoff roster. If we stay healthy, we're getting in the playoffs. That's what we want here. We want sustained excellence, bro. And a lot of people talk about, coherent quarterback play. Look, people forget about Jeff Hostetler. Jeff Hostetler played well for the Raiders. He didn't win a Super Bowl with us. He won with the Giants. But Jeff Hostetler wasn't a bum. Yeah. Like, bro, I just don't understand why people, and I think a lot of this shit, there have been 2 things that have gone on with this organization. When Al took his eye off the ball, that was a problem. And Al Davis never really valued quarterbacks in that way. He never put them on a pedestal. They weren't playing and doing what he wanted them to do. He would get rid of them.
Yeah.
You're out of there. And I think Al was a little trigger happy with quarterbacks. And I think Mark did the opposite. He hung on to Derek a little too long. There has to be a happy medium. You got to look around the 3-4 year mark and say, what do I have here?
Yeah.
Do I want to pay this guy? Is he worth me paying him $100 million?
Yeah.
And then you have to move on from there and proceed accordingly. And I hope that that's what happens going forward.
Well, I think both contracts made sense. 2016, hell of a year. You got to pay him. This contract made sense because there was an out in it, multiple outs. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even feel like we gave Derek Carr a $100 million extension now. It doesn't feel like it because we can leave that whole shit on the table this offseason. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I feel like there's bad quarterbacks, really bad quarterbacks getting nice deals right now. So, I mean, the first one I felt like was well earned off a great MVP kind of year in 2016. This one was like, I don't know what we have yet. Let's see what we got, but let's give him a nice little healthy deal. But there's an out and we can figure out, you know what I mean? We can get out of it.
They were very smart about that.
Yeah, Sieg definitely did the right thing with Derek Carr's contract. He definitely did the right thing.
And we said this at the beginning of the season. We knew that them leaving the trap door means that they were not totally sold on him. Mm-hmm. And what they were going to do is they were going to give him every chance to be successful. But if he's not successful, he is out of here. And I said that, and people said to me, oh, he's your quarterback. Get used to it. Get used to it. He's your quarterback.
hey, you know what?
Guy right here, he ain't my quarterback.
No. Well, guess what? Keep that same energy, Nation, because Jarrett Stidham is your quarterback.
That's right. Hey, yo, you know who's not my receiver? Fucking Friar Tuck up there.
Asshole.
Twerk master. Fuck you.
Real quick, man. I don't want to get off the show. We've been an hour and a half in. Love that jersey too. I still got about 900 people on my chat. I want to say this, you guys. I'm gonna go spend some time with the family. I don't want to just keep moving and just beating the same shit. Today, Derek Carr has been benched. I think we all kind of got our opinions off. We all went solo on our channels. We all came together to talk about this. I'm going to say this, man. Devontae will be a Raider for the foreseeable future. DC will not. It is Mark Davis's right to do whatever the fuck he wants to do with his team because this is his business. So if he was the one to put the hit out on DC, I'm here for it. Other than that, you know, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. As always, on the way out, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Break them shits over at Hammers Joint. Subscribe to all of our channels, Wasted Talent, Raider Nation Unlimited. If you're over there, so hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe also on Hammers.House. Run them numbers up. We appreciate you guys. We will be back shortly. You already know what time it is. We active as fuck. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out.